Veritas Ratio, or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is an imaginary type character following the path of the hunt.
Halo guys, maaf aku ketinggalan. Aku baru keluar jam segini. Langsung aja ya gila, aku udah buru-buru.
Consists of vanguards from various fields who act in isolation.
Rasio coy.
In contrast, the Intelligentsia Guild advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a broad church of followers of Noose who work towards furthering this end.
Dr. Rasio guys.
Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild?
You sure you want to go there?
Aku ketinggalan.
Is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science, a desire to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly! Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 52 academic programs.
Kenapa masih putus-putus sih?
People until they burst into tears.
Strict teachers make for good students. And any student who makes it to the end of the program will be an expert scholar in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
Ignorance is an ailment, the expungement of which only our Dr. Ratio can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His desire to cure ignorance with truth is well known. It's time for us his prowess on the battlefield.
During his basic attack, mind his might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Question: why does he carry a codex with him?
Well, intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's skill, intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, cogito ergo sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As a rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle. The more debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's not forget his ultimate, three-step paradox. The good doctor summons a leaning tower and through a series of precise calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of maximum pain. The target enemy suffers imaginary damage and is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby enemies. When attacking an enemy within the dimension to enter battle, there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
To put it mildly.
Also in version 1.6, Trailblazers will finally be running into an old friend. The elder of 2 siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same. It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui.
Ini. Kayak bintang 4 deh yang ini.
Shui is a quantum type character following the path of destruction, whose original body was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system. The system was constructed for Shui on behalf of the 10 Lords Commission. The commission agreed that for every culprit Shui apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wake span.
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than my one. Like her sister Hanya, Shui is a formidable presence on the battlefield. Shui's basic attack, Mar Asunder All, can deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies. And as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shuiyi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shuiyi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shuiyi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a single target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
Phew, these Xianzhou natives are cold-blooded.
When Shuiyi uses her technique, Summary Execution, to attack an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage to all enemies. Yes, sir. It's time.
Wow.
We talked about version 1.6's banners. During the first phase of version 1.6 in the character event warps, Floral Triptych, and a Lost Soul. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star
pahanya.
characters Ron May and Blade, respectively. Not to mention, the 4-star character Shuiyi will be joining version 1.6's first phase character warp.
Oh, it's Bandage Guy.
Now, during the second phase of version 1.6 in the character event warps, Pantaray and Nesun Dorma, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Dr. Ratio and Kafka, respectively.
I
Dylan
wondered when
Kafka
that
sama
lady
Blade.
might be making a return.
I'll be glad to see the back of her.
And let's not forget Lightcones. At 1.6's first phase Lightcone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Lightcone, My Past Self in the Mirror, will be boosted. And in the Bicone Reminiscence Lightcone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Lightcone, The Unreachable Side, will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the 5-star Lightcone, The Baptism of Pure Thought, entering the Lightcone event warp.
Kenapa donasi yung title
Bathing
masih begitu ya?
relaxes
So
both
iya
the
banget sumpah.
body and the mind. It is of great benefit to our consideration of both the universe and philosophy.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally, in the aforementioned Bygone Reminiscence Lightcone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Lightcone, Patience is All You Need, will also be boosted. Whew! Lightcones, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
Kode.
Welcome back, Trailblazers. Now that we've introduced our new characters, it's time to delve deeper into version 1.6. First up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Robot baru? Musuh baru.
I can see how that would make a big splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning accidents on the space station?
In the process of clone cultivation, Madame Ron May did encounter a certain anomaly. An anomaly in the form of a Swarm King prototype and fierce swarm disaster entity, Star Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment, this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Don't panic. Madam Ron May has shared with us one of her research papers. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the abstract and keywords, shall we?
Ugh, get to the point!
Leave it to me. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it sustains.
Wait,
Berapa?
every attack?
Berapa
So the
kali
swarm just keeps
darah yang
multiplying
harus
the more we
melawan
fight
ini ya?
it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this
Gila.
multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the paper's conclusion, maintain your focus on the Swarm King's toughness. Time the weakness break just right,
Mesti
and
nyari
Star
weakness-nya
Crusher
nih.
Swarm King Scaricabaz can be defeated. Furthermore, after completing the 1.6 Trailblaze
event
continuous
banget ya.
mission, Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old crater, will become a fatal.
Echo of War.
Complete this challenge to obtain the advanced trace level up material,
Oh, ini
past
event
evils
baru.
of the Borehole Planet disaster.
Are all biological entities in this location characterized by aggression? Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a sealed-off area.
Fear not. There are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research development,
Event baru,
Trailblazers have been
Primo,
assigned an
Primo,
important
games
mission.
baru, game.
Nurture and care for the
Game,
newly
banyak
arrived
game.
little life forms.
Siapa nih
I'm
orang
counting
sampai-
on you, friends.
There won't be any accidents or anomalies this time, right?
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the nurturing manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety of delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of
Lucu, anjir.
every Trailblazer.
Affirmative. It results in gratifying emotional and physical responses.
Event apa lagi
Conclusion,
ini?
a profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us, during the event, Trailblazers have the chance to transform into
Oh,
and
kita jadi
experience what
anjing.
it's like to be peppy.
Selama event.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe, this update is a real game changer with significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new DLC, Gold and Gears.
Ron May played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of member 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society. It
Yang
proclaimed
pakai
itself
topeng ini,
emperor
yang kayak
and
robot ini
initiated
siapa
the
sih
widely
namanya?
known Machine Empire Crisis, the First Emperor's War. The war serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various dice-based effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock even more dice-based effects.
Makasih kakak
As
lope-lopenya.
Trailblazers delve deeper into the challenges, they can acquire more powerful dice spaces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their
Ay,
dice,
lupi,
combining effects from multiple
juga.
paths to create unprecedented, powerful buff combinations. For example, when using Kafka, even if the initial path selected is the nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You could assemble a die that allows you to leap over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated universe, the intracognition system. When moving across the simulated universe board, self-consciousness changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets of the eons.
Count your blessings! A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers,
Makasih satu orang baik yang udah like live aku, guys.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated universe, it's time to talk about a
Makasih
special
banyak,
invite.
guys.
In version 1.6, Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to participate in a special test.
The Department of Ecology? What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers. Each distinct scent plugin yields different test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently unlock Despair Mode.
Despair mode? I hear
Kita mesti lawan
Trailblazers are
ini ya.
seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses can handle it.
Healing.
Don't be so sure.
Quantum sih.
The difficulty curve isn't
PS
for the
depan
faint
sih
of
meta
heart, which
quantum
is
sih.
why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the
Enggak
illusions
harmoni dulu
created
ya.
by these scents differ from
Si
regular
Ruanmei
enemies.
dulu.
Make sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Example: deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
That's right. Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedarwood. You might just
Ruanmei.
encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone? The scents may be tempting, but it's crucial to exercise self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the return of the planar fisher and realm of the strange events. During these events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion will yield double rewards for a set number of times.
Conclusion: relaxation and fun await.
We ain't done with you yet. Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo Lafu? He recently acquired a talking parrot called Yotza that can blur truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
What? Slander! As I was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Permanent challenge? You mean like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly. In Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to
Argenti.
respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score. Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure. Conclusion: consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
Goodness said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time will earn you the 4-star character links.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
You heard it here first. In version 1.6,
Kan kalau misalnya kita
the memory of chaos is set to expand with stages 11 and 12. Securing a 3-star victory in these new stages grants an extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10 stages, and you're looking at a grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these 2 permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin in the newly added shop.
Sounds neat. But are Trailblazers seriously expected to take on more challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda. These 2 permanent game modes will be seeing changes of their own in the update schedule. From version 1.6 onwards, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos, and Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be followed 2 weeks later by a Pure Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 Stellar Jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
You got it. And I almost forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6. Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just a heads up that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Whoa! In other words, as long as I've achieved a 3-star victory in Stage 7, and I attain the same victory in any given Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos update, I can get my hands on rewards for the previous 6 stages?
Precisely.
Another Trailblazer time saver, it would seem.
That's not all. The 1.6 update will further improve the user-friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos, the team setup from the previous stage will be carried over by default. Plus, with the new team setup switching and one-click clear functions, lineups can be adjusted at the drop of a hat.
Impressive. It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Absolutely. And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages to gather leveling materials for their characters.
Cool.
And of course, where would 1.6 be without the ever-exciting check-in event? Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event allows Trailblazers to get their hands on 10 warps.
I think the Trailblazers will be looking forward to this one.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Alrighty. It's that time already, folks. A big shout out to all our Trailblazers for their incredible love and support. Honkai Star Rail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Pardon the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pant-Array event warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
And there we have it, folks. The esteemed Dr. Ratio. So, I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6. Thank you once again to our 3 geniuses for their support. But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program. Here comes Sunday.
I thought it was Friday today.
question. Does the IPC not
Wah, kita dapat
rest
dokter
at the
rasio
weekend?
gratis, guys.
That's 2 full days of simulated universe testing. Trailblazers, you know what to do.
I'm not talking about the weekend, y'all. I'm talking about our next special guest.
Wow. Ingat, kita bisa dapat dokter rasio gratis. Jadi jangan gacha. Kita salah sih. Ladies and gentlemen,
good evening and welcome to the Family's Charmony Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert. This once-in-an-amber era event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivities, Penacony. Tonight, we'll be bringing you all the latest on Charmony Festival. First, let's give a round of applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative of the family in Penacony, Mr.
makasih dua orang baik yang udah like live aku guys. Wih, ini siapa nih?
Viewers, I am Sunday.
Welcome, good sir. Your presence here lights up our humble studio.
You are too kind, Mr.
Ini
Albert.
siapa?
If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to
Oh,
our
new
festival,
karakter.
nor its location. That is to say, Penacony.
Oh, buat
Penacony is
Penacony.
located in the Asdana star system.
Makasih
It
3 orang
is
baik
a
yang udah like
holiday
live aku
destination
guys.
of universal repute, known to many as the planet of festivities.
Tinggalan aku An aku mau
Guests
gacha.
will be staying in the Reverie.
An ini bagus, ini
luxurious
siapa
hotel
An?
where one may travel freely between reality
Penacony An.
and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are uniquely yours.
I'm curious, what makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly
kelihatan.
extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our magnificent ceremony. Members of the 5 great families, which together make up the family on Penacony, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
You heard correctly.
Ooh,
On behalf of the
Robin.
family,
Iya, anjir
Robin will
keren.
be singing at the opening of the festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony. My sister has already arrived in Penacony, and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly make the
anjir.
ceremony all the more dazzling. Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge any details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of
mau,
preparations
Misa,
are
nggak
unfolding as
mau.
we speak. The Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul. Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced performers and service personnel from the Iris family to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities. I'm sure they will help our guests to feel right at home. Needless to say, safety is our primary concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is guaranteed. Of course, the family is also forgiving. Perhaps
kalian
you
ya,
are a member
yang
of
Duk
the
Inferno.
Annihilation Gang, or even
Masa nge-freeze ya? Oh ya ampun,
if you cherish dreams.
nge-freeze. Sudah aku bilang.
Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from universe. Today will be the first time we
Gak
are
boleh live
publishing
ini ya.
the guest list.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary 10 Stone Hearts, Mr. Adventuring. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, the name is carried forward the trailblazing will of Akabili and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express,
Wih,
Miss
Miko.
Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence. Trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through an academic network of shared resources. The renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild, Dr. Veritas Ratio.
Jangan
Therefore, we
jangan
are.
gacha Dokter
And memories are
Rasioan.
proof
Dapat
of
gratis
existence.
nanti,
She's
dapat
committed
dari
to
event.
safeguarding and sharing these memories and able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection, it's
Black
none
Swan.
other than
Cakep,
the
anjir.
memo keeper herself, Miss Black Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow.
Sumpah ini nggak ada yang
Never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful,
ini nggak ada yang
endlessly
subtitle
present,
bahasa
and
Indonesia
here
apa ya?
representing the masked fools.
Aku kagak ngerti.
Sparkle. Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing
Shelly
it
nih,
all
Shelly,
over
bukan ya?
again. She's
Shelly
been away from
bukan.
the spotlight
Bukan
for
bener
too
Shelly.
long,
Oh,
representing
Acheron.
the
Baru aku
Galaxy
bilang, "Yeah,
Rangers,
Shelly."
Miss Acheron takes
Shelly,
the
Shelly.
stage
Tapi
once more.
Acheron.
On behalf of the family, I hereby
On
warmly
behalf of
welcome
my
our
family.
guests to participate in this, our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
Habis ya? Wow. Bagus banget, sumpah. Bagus anjay, kita di sneak peekin yang Penacony. Udah selesai guys. Udah selesai. Kita kesini dulu. Set. Kita buka dulu ya. Udah selesai. I'm dying. Tuh udah live. Udah selesai. Kita buka ya. Tapi entah kenapa gacha ini sepertinya akan mendapatkan anjing ya. Entah kenapa loh. Lama anjir. Jadi live aku akan nyoba dan random code muncul lagi. Burik gak? Gak kan ya, harusnya ya gak burik, gak burik amat. Kita random code dulu guys. Gimana ya caranya? Gimana sih caranya? Random code gimana ya? Hola. Tapi artinya apa tuh? Como estas? Nggak tahu aku. Sebentar, redeem code di mana ya? Ada yang tahu nggak? Coba di mana nih? Oh, yang ini. Oh. Iya itu. Iya, aku tidak tahu. Q TRT NC 3 RU 9 UX. Anjay. Lagi 7 S9 SPC J5. Ini kocak nih. Ini kocak nih belakangnya nih. Cerut. Cerut. Ini kan tuh. SPJ SPC J5 curut. Ih, peko panjai. A8 Apu 34 C8C. Dih, kok nggak valid? FA8 Apu 34 C8C. Kayak aku udah kelewatan ya. Kok ada yang salah ya? Kodenya salah. Kita cari Honkai dulu ya. Aku salah kode. Salah kode. Nah, lagi FA8 34. Oh, 3. Ting. Hihi. Salah pencet. Ambil semua. Tring. Terus kalau udah ada rem gua ada waktunya apa, guys? Waktunya gacha. Wah, gacha. Dia udah berapa sih? Entah kenapa ya feelingku ini ya. Nah, tuh. Ini 14 kali 5 berapa? 70 71. Ini bau banget sumpah. Ini najis. Ini 73 najis. Sumpah. Ini amit-amit cabang bayi. Amit-amit cabang bayi. Bau banget. Sumpah najis tralala. Sumpah. Ini ada hadiah apa di sini? Nih. Ya. Bau banget nih akun ya. Sumpah gak bohong. Baunya gak ketolongan. Dia pas marah-marah nih. Sumpah. Gak ada yang bisa gitu ya. Ini. Ada lagi dong. Ada lagi. Oh banget. Ih. Ini masih diruat nih akunnya nih, dimandiin air kembang. Itu yang ngejulit. Masih dimandiin air kembang nih. Akunnya nih bau banget. Mana 70 belum keluar-keluar. Itu basusnya cuma 300 lagi. Apaan nih? Oke deh. Berhubung saya akan off. Oke guys, streaming kali ini itu isinya cuma ketinggalan nonton live-nya Honkai. Karena aku baru pulang jam 6:30. Terus aku langsung mandi, beberes, langsung aku live. Nggak sih, aku pulang jam 5:30. Perjalanan dari kantor ke sini tuh setengah jam. Habis itu aku mandi cepet-cepet, baru deh live deh. Terus sekalian aku ngejulitin akunnya Andi. Bau banget akunnya. Oke guys, segitu aja. Nanti akan dilanjutkan oleh Andi untuk live-nya. Bye-bye guys. Makasih udah nonton. Dan makasih 3 orang baik yang udah like live aku guys. Kamsahamnida, arigatou sarangeo. Lanjut nanti malam ya dengan Babang Andi. Dadah.